These are the switches right here. I have 4 switches. You have 1 for the front, 1 for the back, 1 for the left-hand side back corner, and 1 for the right-hand side back corner. And when you hit the switch, fluid travels up front to the cylinder. It presses the cylinder down, it shoots it out on the coil, and it makes the car come up. And then when you hit the switch down, the fluid shoots back through the hoses to the tank. It has to go through this. This is what you call a dump. This what makes the car go down. Without this, the car can't go down, it'll just stay up. All in the wrist, it's in the motion. All you do is just hit it up and the car come up. Then when you want to dump it, you push it down, and that means the fluid releases and goes back through the lines and back into the tank. First time I went to prison was 1985, 4th of July. You know, usually every year on New Year's and the 4th of July, all the lowriders used to go out to the valley to Handsome Dam. That's where the big picnic would be for all the lowriders on the 1st and the 4th. And so me and the homies, we went out there, you know what I'm saying, and you know, we went out there lowriding, me and the homies, my little brothers. It was about a good 30 of us. You know, we went out there to the little picnic, and you know, we was just kicking it for a minute, and you know what I'm saying, and you know, a few more guys, well, a lot of guys from LA came, because all the lowriders used to go. So one of my homies named Red, right, he had got into it with one of these guys from the valley, right? He was kind of drunk, you know, so he is leaning on the guy's car, which he shouldn't have been, but you know, fuck it. You know, we LA, they valley, so you know, we didn't really give a fuck. So, you know, the guy told him to get off the car, right? So, you know what I'm saying, he got to talking shit to the guy or whatever. So, you know, the guy get out the car, you know what I'm saying, and they start fighting, you know. So we was just watching at first, but you know what I'm saying. Then, you know, the fool, he ended up knocking Red out, you know. So, you know, once he knocked Red out, you know, you know, I got into it. You know, all my homies, everybody got into it, right? So, you know what I'm saying? We beating these fools down. So the guy that's getting beat up, his brother get out the passenger car, out the passenger side, and he come around trying to help him, right? So I start fighting with his brother. So his brother take off running, and I'm chasing his brother. I'm a good, like, I catch him a good, like, 50, about 30 or 40 yards away from where his brother's getting beat up. You know what I'm saying? So me and him fighting. I got him on the ground, and I'm beating him up. And you know, next thing I know, I hear 2 shots, you know, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? I look around, and you know, I see everybody running. You know, so I'm like, damn, we got to get the hell up out of here, right? So, you know what I'm saying? I go over to my car, and the fool that got shot, you know, he laying right by my car. You know, this one I had my Midnight Blue 67 convertible, you know. So I jumped in my car, me and my homeboy Kizzy, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, everybody, let's roll, you know what I'm saying? So I get in the car, we pulling out the park, you know, but I don't see my little brother. So I say, fuck that, you know, I gotta wait for my little brother. You know, I can't leave my little brother, so I sit there like 3 or 4 minutes and he pull up. So, you know, I'm like, let's go, you know, so we all take off. We jump on the freeway on Osborne, you know, going back to LA. You know, we on the freeway rolling. Next thing I know, I see police cars coming from everywhere. Highway patrol, police cars. And they all swoop on me and pull me over, right? I'm like, God damn. You know, so they tell me to throw my hands up. I'm like this. Get out the car, lay on the ground. It's hot as a motherfucker in the valley. The cement is burning like a motherfucker. I'm laid out on the side of the freeway. So, you know, they handcuff me and shit, you know, and take me to jail, you know. So, you know, we get down to the police station, you know, and the motherfucker coming in like, we charging you with murder, whatever, you know. So I'm like, fuck it, I know I ain't killed nobody, so fuck it. Yeah, whatever, motherfucker. Just tell me my bail so I can get the fuck out of here, right? You know, so they leave, you know, then they come back, take me into a little interrogating room and shit, you know, and they tell me, you know, okay, They had took all my jewelry off, all my money and everything. They had it in a little bag and they threw it to me, right? They say, we know you didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Just tell us who did it and you can walk right up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like when we was rolling, my homeboy Kizzy had told me who did it, you know what I'm saying? So I already knew it. My homeboy Twin, rest in peace, had, you know, killed the motherfucker. So, you know, I'm like, man, fuck you. I don't know nothing. I ain't telling you nothing. How can I tell you something I don't know? Fuck that. So he said, okay, then you ain't gonna tell us? All right, well, you gonna ride the case then. I'm like, whatever, I ain't even worried about it because, you know I didn't do it. You know, so we go through the little court process. They give me $1 million bail, make sure I can't get out. I'm like, okay, whatever, fuck it. I should beat it in court, right? So I get a lawyer and shit, and we going back and forth to court. And, well, before that, this was really pissed me off. Before that, you know, when I first go to my first court date, they give me this dump truck ass public defender, right? This motherfucker, he come in there, he ain't even asked me, did I do it? What happened? Nothing. He comes straight in there and like, okay, I can get you a deal for 15 to life. I'm like, motherfucker, you crazy. What you mean 15 to life? You ain't even asking me if I did it. Nothing. I'm like, man, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of my face. So, you know what I'm saying? I get me a lawyer and shit, and we go over all the evidence and whatever, and, you know, the trial come up and shit, and, you know, I'm figuring like, you know, I'm gonna beat this motherfucker because I know I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? How can a motherfucker say I did? Twin don't look nothing like me, even if somebody seen him do it. How they gonna, you know, mistake me for Twin, you know what I'm saying? So we go to court, and they got like 6, 7 motherfuckers come in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And they get on the stand one by one and straight out like, yeah, I seen him pull the trigger. I'm like, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers, you know, ain't nothing worse than a snitch but a lying snitch. You know, I'm like, these motherfuckers, okay, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? So we go through all the process and shit, and the jury really didn't believe him, you know, because they was deliberating damn near 3 weeks, right? So the jury sent the judge a note saying some shit like, even if I didn't shoot him and I was just there and just shot a gun in the air, can they find me guilty? And he told them, yeah. You know, so I guess they felt sorry for me. They could have found me guilty of first-degree murder, which was 25 to life. Second-degree murder was 15 to life. Either voluntary manslaughter, which was 13 years. So they came back and found me guilty of the lesser one, the voluntary manslaughter. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, even after sitting in that motherfucker facing 25 to life and 15 to life, you know what I'm saying? Because anything with life on it, you ain't getting out. I don't give a fuck. This motherfucker's been there since 71 with a 7 to life, and they still ain't out. You know, so when they came back and said voluntary manslaughter 13, shit, I was relieved. You know what I'm saying? I was like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, what? Shit, 21, 22. When I get out this motherfucker when I'm like 29, shit, 28, 29, fuck it. You know, I still got some life ahead of me. So, you know, I just said, fuck it, you know, roll with the punches. You know, I wasn't gonna tell on my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Being that, you know, I put myself in that position, you know what I'm saying? And that's the life that I lead, you know what I'm saying? If I'd have told on him, everything that I was, you know, thought I stood for, it would have been for nothing. You know, so I just said, fuck it. And, you know, I just wrote it, you know what I'm saying? Went to the pen, did the time, and fuck it.
What's his name?
Oh, GANGSTER?
GANGSTER's his name,
yeah.
Huh?
And the car club is Majestics.
Majestics Car Club, 59 Impala.
Correct.
Very nice. How's his engine? Out of 25 points, what do you give him? Give it all to him. Okay, 25 points for the engine.
Right.
How's the interior?
Interior is great.
Possible 25 points out of the interior.
I can get it to him. It's got the original floor mats.
We got another one. And what do you think about the paint job?
Paint job. Yeah, many rust.
No rust?
He's got it in full detail. I'd give him the whole 5.
Give him the 25 points? Okay. How about the undercarriage? Chrome undercarriage? Chrome control on? Okay, give him full points for the chrome. Hydraulics, how's it set up in the trunk? Give it to him. Give it to him? How's his trunk?
Truck's great.
Possible 15?
Truck's great. I'd give it to him 15.
Okay, that's it.
That's it? Okay. Next.
Second place, entry number 196, GANGSTER, the 59 Impala.
Once again, I got robbed again at a car show. Got second place. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't tripping. I'm gonna keep on riding, keep on building these motherfuckers, and keep on rolling. You know, fuck. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no motherfucker 59 in this motherfucker cleaner than this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good.
Why do you think that is?
You know, I can't call that politics or whatever. Motherfuckers hating, whatever they. I don't know what it is, but fuck them. You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna stop me from riding or putting these motherfuckers together or representing the big M. It's for lifetime commitment.
They robbed him big.
G should have got first.
They got
Justice.
the radio and
on everything.
Dashboard, like they got the radio in the glove department, same radio, just like in everything.
Justice.
Copy.
Remember that?
Majestic. Compton Majestic. Not LA, not Watts. Compton Majestic #1.
Was you horny?
Fuck you.
Was you though?
Hell no.
You lying.
You
lying, man. You must be fagged then.
Yeah, okay. Call it what you will.
You got to be a fag then, man.
Yeah, okay.
That's real.
Look at it, he gonna pose like this.
You got to be a fag, I'm telling you. Ain't no way you can be in a room with somebody having sex and you just watch it and you won't get
I
one.
wasn't watching, motherfucker.
You was playing sleep.
What that mean? I'm watching?
You was playing sleep.
Am I watching though?
But you wasn't sleep.
Am I watching though?
But you wasn't
How
sleep.
can a motherfucker be laying down, eyes closed, and
right.
faking? He like, don't know.
Say you in a
No,
room,
this didn't
right?
even go through all that.
But listen,
He trying to break us up.
Say you ain't gonna tell
He trying to break us up.
Look,
The camera on, brother.
It ain't on.
He
Say
said,
you in a room, right? You like 18, 19.
these people right here
You
gonna
like
trip.
you
What
like
about the neighbors?
18,
I don't wanna
19
be
years
about
old.
me.
You like 19, 20 years old. You in a room, right?
I wasn't on 19, I was like 17.
You like what? 17 is even worse. You like 17 years old, right? Your homeboy
This
over.
nigga lying.
Your home.
He's lying.
We in the garage,
He's
right?
lying.
All right,
He's
Turtle.
lying.
Turtle in the garage
He
with
lying.
his
Don't
woman.
listen to him.
Listen.
Don't listen to
He
him.
in
Don't listen to
in
him.
the garage
He's
with
lying.
his woman having sex. Twin laying over on the other bed in the corner playing sleep, but he not.
How he know I ain't sleep?
Cause you told me.
How he know I ain't sleep?
But this was damn near every night.
He lying.
You know? So
He
how
lying.
somebody having sex like that, you 17, ain't no way you ain't gonna get horny. You know
Check
what I'm
this
saying?
out.
And you hearing this
He don't
shit?
know if I was out or not.
Was
You know
you-
what I'm
oh,
saying?
so
What
you
you
was-
did?
you
What
was-
you did?
you was
What you
asleep?
did?
You was-
What you did?
I
Don't
wouldn't
get
have been
this on
asleep.
camera, brother.
I
What you did?
wouldn't have been asleep though.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way you was asleep, homie.
I ain't gonna never forget when Turtle said this. This my homeboy. We shared things.
Yeah, back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, say if we stole a car and was gonna strip it, you know what I'm saying? Soon you finish stripping it, you know what I'm saying? All you had to do was just push it in the middle of the street to fuck off the traffic. You know what I'm saying? You know, anytime you push it in the middle of the street, you know what I'm saying? They gonna come pick the car up quick. And you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about them, you know, rolling around looking for it or whatever. You know, you just put it in the middle of the street, and you know, automatically they got to come and move it. You know, so it'll be gone quick. You don't have to worry about it.
In that Gone in 60-second movie that came out of while they going in the impound getting the car, we used to do that a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the police would crack us stripping the car. We know what impound they took it to, we'd go in there and steal that motherfucker back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we was doing that back in the 70s and the
Either
80s.
just strip the motherfucker
In the
inside the
impound.
impound.
Somebody be over there fucking with the dog while we in there. Yeah, but I usually, when we stealing cars, I used to be the man to handle the dog or raise the car.
Yeah, one night he was back there fighting with a little dog. A little motherfucker.
That little motherfucker was wild too.
A little more, you know, one of them little loudmouth motherfuckers that, you know what I'm saying, just won't shut up
It's
for
one
nothing.
of them dogs, you try to grab him, but he'll grow back and you try to get him, he can grab you. But I finally grabbed him, I choked the shit out of him. I mean, it was a trip. I mean, I used to handle the dog. Just get me a pipe and Nelly one time, you know, you'd be all right. I mean, that's the way it go when you have to get that money. we just started doing it. This
Shit break, you got to learn how to fix it.
Like when this
what I'm
engine
saying?
go out or something, we go out there and steal a car and put a new engine in it.
I'm just saying.
Many a
that's-
times we got in his backyard taking engines out and the police came. I walked through the front door, but he is at his house, so he had to take the fall for it. One day I was so early, I walked through the whole house. They see my prints going out. I went around that corner and I said, "Oh, G gone. Hope they let him out, cause you know
that's
that
when
guy."
I went to YA for that.
He
shit
went to
too.
YA, but the thing we was like if he needed something for his car, cause we go out and get the engine at night and put in that car. You know what I'm saying? So we took the engine out that same, and it didn't take no all day. That engine was out within 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Cause the car wasn't ours, so we just snapped wires, and then when you were ready, we just put that sucker right in the car.
Ain't nothing to take a Chevy engine out. You know what I'm saying?
And they easy to
Basically,
fix a
all
Chevy
it is
engine, you know what
is
I'm
the
saying?
transmission, the motor mounts, and the exhaust.
And cut
You know
all the
what I'm
wires
saying?
and slip
And
that
the-
sucker
and the-
out.
and you know what I'm saying? That ain't shit. The radiator hoses and it's out.
It's like pulling the tooth. You know what I'm saying? You just pull that motherfucker and it's out. You don't have to go through all that. You know.
This is a 1964 Impala. This is gonna be my masterpiece. You know, I've been working on this car for about 2 years. When I finish it, I'm taking it straight to the show. You know, by the time I finish, everything is gonna be chrome. Core support, radiator, everything. Right now, I'm just about 90% finished. You know, I got the alternator chrome, the brake booster, the master cylinder, steering column, guiding rods, everything. You know, but I'm not finished yet because I got to get some aluminum plating and get them polished and put them here. So once I open the hood, the reflection will shine off the chrome, and all you'll see is it'll be just like a bright light. So, you know, once I take it to the show, it'll be perfected. By the time I'm finished with it, it'll be at least worth $35,000 when I'm finished. Because I bought it for like $1,600, but it didn't look nothing like this, nothing at all. As you can see, this is the inside for now. Once I get it the way I want to get it, I'm gonna have all original black carpet and all original black interior to match the white. I like the car black, white, and chrome. Them three colors, you know, coincide together makes a car look altogether different. I had a moonroof put in, you know, which they call blowing the brains out. I had the dash took off. This used to be vinyl. I had all the vinyl took off and I had the whole dash completely chrome with the steering column, the brake pedal. I'm waiting for my emergency brake pedal to come back. It's chrome. I got my door hinges chrome. You know, I'm basically putting chrome everywhere that chrome can be put. You know, I've been low riding over 18 years. You know, basically as far as, you know, black low riders are concerned, we just low ride. We just street ride. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really never been a big thing, you know, to take your car to the show, you know, because most of the cars at the show, they don't drive them. All they do is take them to the show, take them home and put them in the garage. You know, and I can't see, you know, putting all my money into my cars and not even driving it. You know, so I always had clean cars, you know, but, you know, never to the level that I'm finna take this one to. You know, I'm taking this one to the maximum, you know. This would be the first car, you know, I ever put in the show. That's all. It would be the first car that the Compton Majestic ever had in the show. You know, so I want to make sure it's perfect. I want to make sure everything right. You know, whether I win the trophy or not, I ain't worried about it. You know, because most of the shows are biased anyway. You know, I just want to, you know, have a car in there and, you know that we had something up in there. Why are they biased? You know, because most of the cars in there, well, most of the shows that are sponsored, that they give, you know, are sponsored, you know, by the, you know, Hispanics, you know, and they basically cater to whoever's spending the most money with them, you know. So, you know, I ain't spending a dime with them, so, you know, I already know they really probably won't give me nothing. You know, I really don't care no way. You know, as long as I know my car clean and everybody else know the car is clean, I don't even care if I win or not, you know. Because to me, this is, when it's a finished product, this is better than a Van Gogh to me, you know. This is just gonna be my pride and joy right here. You know, so I'm gonna have it as clean and as tight and hot as possible. This is the trunk, this is where all the hydraulics go, the batteries, the amps for the music, speakers up top, and bass tubes if you have them. All right, I'm gonna have 4 batteries going right here. I'm I'm gonna have 4 batteries on the other side, I have 4 down here, and I'm gonna have 4 down here. So basically altogether that'll be 16 batteries. And like this is the stand for my pumps. It'll be sitting up like this. And I have 4 pumps. I have a pump on each stand. Everything in the trunk is gonna be chrome. You know, all the battery racks, the trunk will be painted, all the battery racks gonna be chrome, stands, the gates, everything will be chrome. So by the time it's finished and hit the street, this trunk it'll look totally different. It'll look like, you know, it won't even look like the same trunk. Because, you know, when you go into the show, everything got to be clean, everything got to be neat. You know, it just got to be right. You can't pull up in there half-stepping. It has to look good inside and out. You know, you just can't have the outside looking good, then you look in the inside, interior, toe up, seat broke down. You know, it got to be all good to get that plaque, you know, because this guys in the club right now that's mad about not getting their plaques, you know, but, you know, their car is not ready, you know. It ain't no problem giving them the plaque once the car get ready. But, you know, we just can't throw a plaque in anything because that's a reflection on us and a reflection of the club, you know.
These are OGs. All OG riders wear them. Everybody wear these Converse. All that new shit, $100, $25 get you a fresh pair. Fresh pair of Converse. All OG riders wear them. And gang members too, you know. Anyway. I dedicate this to my homeboy GANGSTER because he the one to help me do this and let me, you know, how he know he showed love to me. That's how we done this together. Me and my homeboy GANGSTER, you know, he just kicking back for a minute. He'll be back, you know. That's love. He done this for me, but I ain't tripping. Their first paint job when you first filmed me, it was like white with a gold pearl on it, a little cheap in it. Then I had him, you know, my homeboy GANGSTER helped me out and I hooked it up. You know, we gave it a little balance to it. No, they know what's going on. Yeah, that's real deep. You can see it got the, it says Dayton on there, and also it got numbers behind the wheel, so that means that's a real Dayton. I don't got nothing fake on this car. Everything is new. Everything in the trunk is top of the line, squares, A-Dale, not A-Dex, none of that fake other kind of stuff. That's all brand new shit right there. You know, y'all can bleep the rest of the shit out. But I'm just saying, that's all real shit. Everything in this trunk is top of the line. Brother got to have his interior done. It's all leather. Not pleather, but leather. Oh, this thing in the way. No, okay. Under the hood is just a regular 305 with a cam in it. That's all a little chrome to make it look good. It rolls. It'll roll the, you know, it'll roll. It'll get me where I want to go, you know what I'm saying? I ain't into that go fast stuff, you know what I'm saying? As long as it run and sound good, I'm real cool. It's real cool, that's all. Everything fresh under the hood. My homeboy Dogface done the engine. GANGSTER done the, you know, he done the pattern hookup, told me how to do it. I know y'all interviewed him once before. But everything is fresh. It's like brand new money. Went to the teller and got the money, you know. Oh, I got Zenith knockoff, the real ones. None of that fake shit. You can look behind it, got written on there, says Zenith on there. All that shit is real. They kind of dirty, but they cool. Everything that a lowrider supposed to have, I got it. If it don't got it, I'm gonna buy it. If you see one look better than this, let me know, I'm gonna spend some more.
And see, back then it was like you had two things going for you. You had, your car was on the ground and you had pipes. You had pipes that ran out the side. See, like now, the pipes on the car, everybody go, ooh, ha, ooh, ha. It's real phony now. It's like you have to mash on it to get it to make noise. When we were coming up, it was wow. Right off the bat, you hit the pipes, it was pipes, noise. You know, if you were going a long ways, you'd go to Standard Brand, get you a box of steel wool, and you take a steel wool and stick a coat hanger in it, and you take it and you shove it up in your pipe. And then you could go anywhere you want to go. The more you rode, though, the more the steel wool burn up, and slowly, and you make a noise again, because you would get a ticket because it was awful loud. See, and if you took piano strings, see, the pipe came along here. It came all the way out from the front, came along here, and it turned and came out right here. And then, see, if you could find piano string, you would get the piano wire and have them soldered on the end of the pipe right here. Then you go down Colorado Street, where there's nothing but plate glass windows, and you just whack. And from the piano wires, the right ones on there would break the glass. So if you were caught with piano wires on your car, that's like having a gun now. You see what I'm saying? You get all the cases of all windows broke out on Colorado. They would take you straight to jail and put all those cases on you. You know, it was a trip, but it was the thing to have it that loud, you know, where you could, and like, our thing was to go to the Burger Lane. Pull up at the Burger Lane, was in Pasadena. It was like a little hamburger stand. And the Frosty Freeze was right next door in the same parking lot. And a couple of brothers would be parked sitting up in there Friday night. So you pull in. Pull in, and when you pull in, you pull up next to somebody and you back up and right? And as soon as you do that, now he fire his car up. And then you pull back, and then you both going back and forth, seeing who can hit the gears and hit the pipes at the same time, make them talk. Then you back up and park, and then wait for, now you in there, it's like, now you wait for the next person to pull up. Next person to pull up, you jump on them. And then if he can outdo you, then the next person come out, and they do it. Then it'll get like, well, let's take it to the street. You see what I'm saying? So you pull out on the street, and you ride, and you go down near the curb, and you know, and this was the thing. I mean, everybody would go out to the street and watch them go down the street. And want to go and ride the curb and ride it, and then another one would come out, and he'd do his thing. Turn around and come back. And this was the thing. This is all you had. You know, that's all you had was your pipes, and you were on the ground. Since the beginning of cars, man has been changing them. And once he found out he could take a Roadster and take the springs out of it and lay down low, it's low. I'm talking about 48, 49, you know, way back then they were doing. My dad was low rider when he was young. You know, he had little coasters on the back, little coaster wheels on the back of his bumper, so when he go up in the driveway, the bumper wouldn't drag, it would just hit them little coasters and go up in the driveway. But then that's what everybody had. Once you had one thing, it was like the fad. Everybody else had it too. You know, they would get it, you know. But that was before you could raise your car up. See, now, all of these hydraulics, you know, and it's so deep now. See, I don't see why they call it low ride. You know, it's high ride now. It ain't nothing about low. I mean, what go low? You know, this ain't low, you know, yeah.